Shalom everybody, Jerusalem Jane, up close and personal. It's still hot here in the Holy Lands. It's Friday, it's Shabbat, it's just around the corner, and I'm still sitting here in the house of some beloved friends who took me in because I literally didn't manage to find my own apartments after I had to leave early, so a couple who was making Aliyah from America could enter the place where I was. But within the next couple of weeks, I need to find my own place, but I will get back to that. First, I want to give you a little bit of a news update. The leader of Mossad and also Israel's defense minister Benyamin were both in America convening Israel's stand on the nuclear deal and literally just Israel's stand on the Ayatollahs in Iran, who is raising for the day to create, for the day where they have created a nuclear bomb so they can literally wipe out the Zionist enemy. So Israel was laying it out flat for the Americans. This is where we draw the line in the sand, and how Israel literally has prepared to attack Iran in strategic places. Israel has had several drills practicing on that, and also because Israel knows when they do that, there's going to be retaliation. So it's a serious situation, it's a serious time that we are living in, and Israel made it very clear for the Americans where we are standing on this point. At the same time, the enemies within, they don't slumber or sleep. Yesterday, an Arab terrorist was arrested in Jaffa. There were some alert security guards who noticed him, and he was acting suspicious, and he was arrested, and he was carrying a heavy bag with a rifle with a submachine gun and 2 pipe bombs, and he admitted pretty quickly that he was on his way to Tel Aviv to carry out a major terror attack, to try and find a place with a lot of people so he could murder as many innocent Israelis as possible, which is horrendous. So it was a massive terror attack that was prevented yesterday. This morning, a terrorist was firing at private vehicles somewhere in Samaria. It's only a miracle that people has not been killed by this. And this is not new. A terrorist has been firing at private vehicles and buses for years. It's not even a week ago where another terror attack took place where 3 terrorists was in a car, and they drove up to attack a bus that was loaded with soldiers, with new cadets, firing into the bus. There were a couple of them who got injured. Several of them were also injured by shrapnels on the glass. And then the terrorists got out of their car because they wanted to set the bus on fire. They literally wanted to burn all the soldiers alive. Thank goodness, of course, that didn't happen. So when they fled the scene, they actually managed to set their own car on fire. One of these terrorists escaped, and they are still looking for them. So every night, security forces are out doing anti-terrorism raids. They are out arresting wanted terrorists. And they are doing that not knowing, am I coming home tonight? Because when they do that, all of these terrorists who are armed to the teeth are actually always attacking the security forces, and there are always shooting going on. And many times some of these terrorists are being killed. And then it comes out again in the propaganda against Israel that Israel is killing unarmed young Palestinians, when they are most of the time terrorists who is armed to the teeth attacking the Israeli security forces. So there is a lot to pray for here in Israel regarding the Iranian deal, regarding pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and also for the security forces who is putting their life on the line. Every day they are out arresting terrorists. Otherwise we would have many more terrorist attacks. Let me end by saying that we are still in a season of election. Israel is going to election November 1st, so there's a lot going on political-wise, with people changing to another party, and new parties are coming in. So next week I will record an update where I'm trying again to explain how the political situation works here in Israel. How do you win an election? How many mandates do you need to have? I have made several of those videos because It's so different down here from what it is in Europe and in America. People don't really always understand it. So again, who's going to be the new Prime Minister of Israel? Is Netanyahu coming back? Is it going to be the current Prime Minister, Yair Lapid? Israel's Defense Minister, Benny Gantz, is he going to be the new one? Who knows? So again, there's so much to pray for regarding election in Israel, regarding the Iranian deal, Israel doing what Israel needs to do, and regarding all of these terrorists who is planning, scheming, and plotting horrible terror attacks literally every day. So pray for all the security forces that they will be alert and they will be able to continue to catch these terrorists. Hundreds and hundreds of terror attacks has been prevented because the security forces are doing such an excellent job. So keep them in your prayers. Again, let me end by saying I'm sitting here after I have been in this house with beloved friends, but within the next 2 weeks, other people are coming in this house, and I also need to get back to Jerusalem. And again, I need a fully furnished apartment because I have blessed a lot of people with the things that I have had. So I need to start all over. So I need as fully furnished with everything as possible. Thank you so much for those of you who have sent a financial blessing saying, Jane, we value you. All the work you have done for all of these years. It's important that you continue to stay in Israel. So here's $20, here's $25, here's $75, big or small, whatever you can do, as I'm solely funded by donations. So again, within the next 2 weeks, I need to find my own home, to settle, to move, to unpack. It's going to be a lot of work again, and then I need to go out and buy the things that I need. I need a place where I'm safe, where I'm secure, where I can work from, where I can go out again to be active and be your girly boots on the ground. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you for standing with Israel for such a time as this. Thank you also for standing with me. Bye.